Yeah, I can't record in here today. Can you hear that? Country living, y'all. Sub pumps. So hopefully recording here is going to be a little bit better with sound, though my upstairs neighbor is also working from home and is a little loud, so hopefully you can't hear it too much in the background. We will see as I edit this. So, hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Kelsey. I am your lifestyle and transformations coach. You please subscribe and y'all will get some beautiful weekly videos for all of your self-love, mindset, and transformation tips. So this week I thought I wanted to do something really different. I wanted to bring together my spirituality and my mindset work into this video. So what I did is I actually pulled some cards before recording this video to see what y'all need. What's going on? What's popping off? All right. So based off some of the cards that I have pulled from the classic tarot deck, this guy here. And I have pulled from my animal spirit oracle deck as well. So let's see what the universe has in store for us today. So when I went to pull a card this morning, I was thinking to myself, I was asking the universe, I was like, okay, universe, like what does the collective need to hear right now? What's going on in the world right now? What do they need to hear? How can I help them? What's going on? And so the first card that was pulled for you guys is the Two of Swords. She represents repressed feelings, denial, blockages, being blind to the truth, pretending one thing but feeling another, having a defensive attitude, and putting up barriers, right? Now, she is blindfolded and has two swords completely protecting her as she's sitting there, right? So this is the denial aspect, the blindfold, where you refuse to see the truth. And then these swords is representing that closed off. You're closed off. You're not letting yourself to be open and letting anyone or anything in, but you're also not letting anything like out either. And then the second card I pulled for you guys from the Animal Oracle deck was the Koi fish. So the Koi fish is all about there always being enough, right? So the Koi fish is all about abundance. And so when I look at these two cards together and side by side, I get this feeling of scarcity. There's this really big, heavy feeling of scarcity among us. And hey guys, like I am not privy to this either. Scarcity mindset, inner child work, like some of the two biggest missions that I'm on right now. So if this is you, don't worry, you're not alone. But this is basically saying that there has been something going on in your life. Maybe there has been a loss or a challenge or an obstacle that's making you feel unsafe. It's making you put a barrier around your heart, not letting anything in or anything out. In fact, you might be denying your own feelings and your own self-expression because all of these outer conditions, we're denying our feelings, or we're trying to compartmentalize them and put them in containers, store them away so we don't have to see them, we don't have to deal with them. But when we're in denial of our emotion and refuse to feel them, we're refusing to acknowledge that those emotions even exist. And why is this a problem? It's a problem because our emotions are telling us something. And so if you're repressing your feelings, nothing's actually coming out of that that's good for you. It's like we're children and are just like playing house in our very imaginative little world where everything's fine and everything's safe, but the truth of the reality is your fucking house is on fire. Because if we're not aware of those emotions that we have stored inside of us, then we cannot move forward in the way that we want to. Think about it. Anytime that maybe you've had a friend or partner do something to piss you off and it causes you a little bit of resentment, right? But you're like, you know what, fuck it, not a big deal. I don't care, whatever, fuck it, YOLO. And you go about your merry way. But then what happens typically is if that person or your partner or whoever you just repressed your feelings on does something even just a tiny bit annoying or frustrating or like outside of your expectations, maybe they just like breathe a certain way and you lose it. Often when we repress our emotions, they don't go away. What ends up happening is they get exacerbated. If you're avoiding your feelings, you're not accepting the truth of the situation. But here's the thing, okay? Regardless of outer conditions, regardless of what's been going on, regardless of what's been causing you to feel like you need to deny yourself, you need to close yourself off, keep yourself protected, blind yourself from the reality and the truth, you can still call in prosperity when your outer world is going to shit. And you can still attract the opportunities you need. But you're gonna have to start generating that kind of mindset now in order for it to actually be received. So what does this mean? This means that if you've been denying and suppressing your emotions, your truth, your reality, you need to open yourself up. Take off the blindfold, put down your swords, and just be open and see what life has in store for you. Because the thing is, guys, is that we're in this life, this human experience where there's pain and sorrow and burden and depression and anxiety. But the thing is that if we don't allow ourselves to experience the pain, then we will never be able to fully experience the happiness and the joy that we get to experience as human beings. It's all about duality, guys. So your outer conditions is a reflection of your inner world. So if your inner world is being denied and suppressed and pushed down, then what do you think your outer world is going to look like, my wolves? But if you let yourself, if you let that guard down, you take your swords down, you take off that blindfold, and you express yourself, you allow yourself to see the good and the bad without judgment. You're opening your eyes and you're letting yourself feel. What do you think your outer conditions can foster into through that? So if you really feel as though that there is so much scarcity in your world, that there has been outer things coming into your life that is negative and bad, things that you don't want, things that are hard, I invite you to start to express gratitude for what you have now. Because as I've stated in multiple videos, gratitude instantly starts to boost your frequency. So even if you look around you and you're like, Jesus Christ, my house is on fire, right? What can you look at in your world right now that you can express gratitude for? And then to help you get out of this shit, you're gonna wanna start setting deliberate intentions. This is going to be your starting point for co-creating with the universe and with your higher power. I have a video all about co-creation that you can watch right up here. And then another really amazing thing to do when you're like stuck in this scarcity mindset is what I've heard, and I really like it called this way, AOKs. AOKs, acts of kindness, because giving is another, just like gratitude, giving instantly boosts your frequency and your vibe. So, no, you don't need to go out and donate money. You don't need to go out and donate a bunch of your time, but you can give someone a beautiful smile. You can give someone a compliment. You can open the door for someone and hold it open for them so they can walk through. You can help an elderly woman walk across the street. You can help a mother with her children carry her groceries into her car. There's so many things that we can do that are so easy, so simple, and may take 2 seconds of your time that will literally make someone else's day. And that is going to make your day too. And then something else that you guys can really start to work through with this scarcity mindset, of course, is limiting beliefs. You need to start working on your internal world so that your outer world starts to change alongside with it. And I have a video all about limiting beliefs here too. I'm going to pull a few more cards and see if there's anything else that we just need to know about before we end this week's video. And so your healing card to go along with this video is the Fertile Void. Inner winter rest, patience, potency, and secret beginnings. So this card really represents the beginning of an end and a new cycle. So this fertile void is all about death and rebirth. When we pull this card, we are in a state of deep rest, repair, regeneration, and acceptance. So we need to let parts of ourselves metaphorically die, right? So that the new expansive versions of ourselves can start to bloom. This does involve letting go. Sometimes there's grief. Sometimes there's a sense of mourning that's involved. You're literally letting a part of yourself that's no longer serving you die. And that's okay. So the Fertile asks that we honor endings and beginnings, as this is a crucial part to our growth. And anything new isn't possible without that letting go. So this card is really asking you to utilize this time of rest, rejuvenation, renewal, and rebirth. Trust in your situation, everything's going to work out. But it's really important to ask yourself at this time, how can you surrender to the great mystery? How can you surrender to life? How can you surrender to these outer conditions in this moment? And then to finish this off, I thought that I would pull you guys a Miracles Now card that I have from this deck. And y'all, the cards don't lie. Your miracle card during this time, so this can be like your mantra, okay, is in the midst of a meltdown. So when your world is going to shit, I breathe through the discomfort and come out the other side. So that's going to be it from this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of a different setup. I'm sorry that I'm in my room, but as you saw, my office right now is a little loud with our pump. So I hope you enjoyed this week's video. Let me know if you guys liked me pulling cards for you guys. So please make sure to like and subscribe. All the links and all that jazz are going to be in the description box below. I'm also going to add in the links for my tarot and oracle decks as well. So if you guys feel like you want to get in on them, feel free. And that's it for me this week. My name is Kelsey from Luna Wolf Healing. I'm your lifestyle and transformations coach. I upload videos every single Friday, and I will see you guys next week.